will get better. Okay, so Sunday, let's see, anything? Last week we didn't have class Monday, so we're back on schedule with classes. Okay, so I've been talking about, I've been discovering and talking about this joint, yeah, right over here where you have to fold, and it's not easy to explain exactly what it feels like without being there and touching you. But if I demonstrate on Bon where to put your mind, so if she turns a little bit sideways, right, and a little bit here. Yeah. So if I push right into here, yeah, you go with me. Yeah, you have to fold, bend down. Yeah, right where it folds, and right in the middle. And she has to sink. Yeah, and you have to let your body fold.
Oh,
yeah, let your body bend. So you have to kind of give up what you think is proper posture, but you have to let this fold. And she's going to sink on here, so I want her to shift, and she's going to pick up her left foot and balance here, but put everything into here. Put your whole mind into here to be able to pick up this sling. So you have to sink down. See, right now you're rising. You have to press that right into here. Yeah, but no, right into here. Just put your whole mind right into here and sink straight down and get the foot stable. Yeah, fold your body. Yeah, there. Sink, press into there. And you can see how much you have to let this go. So you have to relax and let it go, but at the same time, you have to kind of, I'm trying to find the right word, but flex that muscle. You have to activate this muscle, and it's right here. So as I go down, if I'm going to stand on one leg, as I'm going down, and I can feel myself kind of fighting a little bit, fighting for that balance. But if I relax and I let it fold, and I only think of this one spot, and then I press that muscle, flex it or just activate it, and it'll actually expand the muscle and expand the joint. And I sink this down, and you can see I really have to fold back when I press this muscle, and just use this muscle here. If you watch my knee automatically goes back. Yeah. Right? So right now my knee is over my toe. That's not good. I can feel the pressure here, and I'm trying to just hold it in place. I'm trying to fight, but if I relax and sink and then use this muscle here, just press and activate, right, the knee went back a little. So again, none of this is overnight. You have to experiment and discover this muscle here, from here. And you can feel it, you're just flexing and activating this muscle, and being willing to just fold and sink, just really sink, and then they'll start pressing down over here, right? And they'll pull your knee back from there. And then from there, then you can start working on your posture a little bit. But you don't give this up. Everything is 100% right into here. And then the other thing to realize, so your upper and lower body are related. So in other words, the iliac, the hip, right, is the bottom half in relationship to the shoulder joint, right? So the shoulder blade is like the hip bone, right? If we were on all fours, then you'd see it, right? So if this joint is important in expanding and activating that muscle, that means this joint is equally important, right in here. And I always talk about the shoulder blade, activating the shoulder blade, but I'm realizing that this joint is just as important to activate as this joint. And if this muscle is important to flex and activate, then this muscle here, right, is important to flex and activate. So if you put your hand, right, if I fold here and you put your hand here, right, feel this muscle right here. You see how I'm flexing it, right? So I'll have her press this side, right? And you watch my shoulder as I'm flexing. Right? You don't see me lifting my shoulder. Turn a little bit closer so they can see your fingers. Right? You just see her hand move a little bit. So all I'm doing is I'm flexing the muscle in the front, not lifting the shoulder, not pushing the shoulder.
How do you flex that muscle?
Yeah, you have to just think of there.
It's flexing?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah. So you just have to isolate that. So if Bon takes a stance, yeah, and she sinks down into here, and she doesn't let me push her in, so she expands. You don't let me push you in, don't let me push you in, strong. Okay, so the first thing she's going to do is she's going to sink into here, relax and sink the legs down, and fold. Yeah, you hold that, fold into here, fold back here. Okay, so she's pretty strong, holding. Yeah, hold that, and then she has to fill up the lower body and upper body. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, so you're going to do that, and you're going to flex here, and then you're going to flex here, two sides. Okay, so sink. So she's going to do the legs first. Yeah, she's real strong. And then, so sink into the hip joint, and then sink in, and then flex the shoulder joint, the front of the shoulder joint. There, and push your shoulder blades at me. And she's really strong. It's, I know it's only on camera, but she's really solid. And that's no joke when she's moving me back. I don't know, could you feel the difference? As soon as you added this, you started to move forward a little bit, yeah. So there's some interesting things for the martial artists, what we call the Fa-Jin training, but pushing forward. But when you flex this, were you more relaxed?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you put your mind in one part of your body, right, then you can't think of the other part of your body. We say the E, the intent leads everything. So if you're thinking about here, and I go down here and I'm standing on one leg, but instead of thinking of standing on one leg and trying to balance, and I think only of this point here, it lets go of everything else. So everything else becomes relaxed. And then I can straighten out a little bit, I can fix my hip, but I cannot give this up. This has to be number one. As my leg gets stronger, this muscle is going to really work. So as I get stronger, I can straighten out. So if I'm using here, and I'm just thinking here, holding this, and I'm using here, then my mind can't attach to the rest of my body to lift my shoulders and hunch and do all of that. So it's actually more relaxed. So as we talk about Sung is relaxing. And I talk about, for what we're doing, the internal Kung Fu, Sung is relaxing while expanding. So there's some very specific physical mechanics to layer onto all of this, but it allows you to relax, right? So it's not overnight. There's layers and layers and layers of skills and knowledge that your body has to develop and your brain has to accept. But if you start thinking about this joint in the front and trying to just flex this, you know when you see the muscle men, like, oh, what is his name? Terry something. And they bounce the pecs. Right? You see these muscle men, right? They bounce the pecs and it's bouncing up and down, but you don't see the shoulders moving, right? They're only moving the muscle. So that's kind of what you have to do, but just right, and get close, right in the joint, right where it folds, right here, right where it folds, you press in, and you press a little bit, and you just think and feel, and just flex this muscle, and learn to just flex this muscle. And if your hands are rounded, you push that muscle forward. So you're that's I'm having a hard time with the exact terminology, because it's you're flexing, but it's pushing outwards. So it's expanding, and it's opening up the joints. So we want to open and loosen the joints. I talk about that all the time. We want to open and loosen the joints. So the difference with the upper and lower body So when you're working on the lower body, this is the rooting, right? Our energy is flowing into the earth. We're rooting just that real solid base, solid foundation. From the waist above needs to be flexible, and the upper body is the application. We can do whatever we want, relaxed. So if we're issuing power forward, right, on the ground, the legs are sinking on the ground and the solid foundation. It can be immovable or the whole thing moves, but the upper body has to just issue forward. So if anybody wants to research and study Fajin, you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about eventually. But anyway, focus on these two joints. Learn to manipulate the muscles right in these two joints from here. And just think about it, and it'll really change over time. It'll really change how you stand, how you move, how you think about being solid and stable and relaxed. But yeah, it's without somebody touching you and pressing you down and showing you where you have to be, it's self-discovery. So it's taken me a long time. If I start from only from the time I first, not even started Tai Chi, but just joined the Kung Fu Club. That was in, what was that, 1989. I started Tai Chi in the late 70s. So it's been many, many years to get to just this basic knowledge I'm just discovering right now from here. Okay? So just think about that. Relax, sink into your joints. You want to relax, you want to expand the joints, so you have to control those muscles to expand. And these two joints here are really important to just flex those muscles from there. Okay. This little lecture, if you know anybody who's trying to figure out martial arts and things, that this little lecture I'm talking about is really important for them to learn. It might help those kind of help that person to kind of expand and think about it differently. I was thinking that if I taught this to a football lineman, either an offensive or defensive lineman, yeah, it might really change how they could really move people differently. Anyway, all right. Oh, so good morning. Bring the hands up. Take a nice deep breath and come down. All right. So I think I did this last week in the leg position. Right. I would like your foot not under and not this close, but I'd like it where it's beyond your knees, just comfortable, but the toes are just lifting up. So instead of starting here and trying to figure out where that is, right, I can't remember if I did this last week. I think I did. But start with your feet out, like this, and then slowly, don't rush this, just slowly walk your foot back until they're just resting on the ground. Your toes will be just off the ground, and that's where you want it to be. So you can try that again. So start from here, and then you find that position. Just slowly walk it back, and just where you can feel they're just resting. Again, your toes will be a little bit up, and this will be much more relaxed, and you can feel it opening. And if you expand your legs and gently press your foot on the ground, relaxing and thinking about this joint and this muscle again, expanding outwards and letting your foot press on the ground, find the ground, and then expand into the ground from here. So again, to find this leg position, this foot position, start from here and then slowly just walk your foot back.
Should there be a little?
I'm sorry, what?
Should there be a little angle here?
Yes. So she was asking, should there be a little angle here? Yeah. If my foot is straight down, it's a right angle, but as it goes out, this angle expands. So there's always an angle. We want a larger angle. Okay, so the whole idea of expanding the joints, opening and loosening the joints. Okay, that's part of Song. Okay, so one more time, hands up. Nice deep breath and sink everything down. And remember to use the tips of your fingertips to help direct the energy down. Think about what you're doing. Right? We want to lead with the E, with the intent, with the mind. The E is the mind. So we use the mind to create the intent, which really means imagining what you want to happen and then feeling that energy flow, letting the blood follow and feeling your body just following that thought, following that movement, following that feeling. Right, so in the Qigong, the method of Qigong is to lead with the E, the Qi follows the E, and the blood follows the Qi. Sink the breath down to your lower belly, relax the hips, expand, let everything go so you can expand. Imagine the energy flowing from your feet into the earth like roots, expanding slowly, spreading out. At the same time, the energy from the earth can rise up through those roots, up through your body. So energy can move throughout your whole body. Draw the Qi from the earth and pull it up through your feet, drawing it up through the tailbone, the spine, the back of the head, over the top of the head, down the front of the body, through the hips, back into the earth, displacing the earth Qi. Focus the Qi in your bones. Imagine it flowing inside every bone of your body, flushing and moving the bone marrow, stimulating the bone marrow, stimulating red blood cell growth, white blood cell growth. Just imagine those platelets forming inside of the bone and moving out into the bloodstream. Imagine those white blood cells just patrolling and moving and getting rid of any foreign bodies in your bloodstream, in your body. Imagine your bones getting thicker and stronger as the Qi and the blood flow through the bones. Come up from the side, looking over the palms. Drop your shoulder blades. Right here, you can flex the inside of the shoulders. You can just practice feeling right in here as you do the movement. Just flex here. You find that muscle. Look straight ahead at the mountain. Always imagine you're looking at the mountain, scanning the horizon. Feel all the joints open and loose. One more time. Right here, expand at the front of the shoulders. And let it sink, and then expand the front of the shoulders. While you Song. Scooping down. Nice deep breath. Squeeze all the blood and Qi through every muscle of your body, every tissue, every cell. Squeeze it and compact and squeeze it through the bones. Imagine you squeezing, wringing out all the bones in your body. And ligaments and tendons. Imagine every ligament and tendon, every attachment point for your muscles, squeezing and finally everything letting go and relaxing and letting everything flow nicely back to the center. Slowly let everything go. Release your legs from the earth so your toes will lift up a little. Just close your eyes and just for a little while find Wu Ji. Wu Ji is that nothingness, that emptiness. No intent. Just breathe. Just rest your body. Gently Gently fixing your alignment, letting the joints move if they want to move. Release all the tension in every part of your face. Just feel it dropping from the forehead, below the eyes, around the nose, the cheeks, the jaw. Just let all that tension melt down away. Relax the hips while gently straightening the spine and pulling the head back a little. And slowly start pulling the body from the top of the head, suspending the body so it hangs down. All the joints are loose, relaxed, and they can open as you've been suspended from above. Gently tuck your hip forward so the tailbone goes under a little, and then gently start expanding your legs from the hips out into the earth. Adjust your feet so you can just feel the earth. Expand the hip joint, the pelvic joint. Reach the toes down gently. Expand from the knees and the ankles. Imagine your body expanding upwards and downwards. Just think about the front of each shoulder joint just for a little while and see if you can feel that muscle activating as you think about it. Same with the pelvic joint. Slowly open your eyes, looking at the mountain. Nice deep breaths of air, finishing each breath in and out, taking your time. Slowly expanding your palms and turning them to the front. Elbows are a little folded. All the joints a little fold in them. And when you're ready, with the breath in, start the warm-up. Lifting, rising. Drop the shoulders, but extend the fingertips and gather the chi into you, washing your face. Slowly rotating your palm, then lifting the sternum as you exhale and down. Loosen all the joints so your body can expand in every direction. Sink the air down as you breathe in. Tilt the sternum up as you exhale. Don't let the palms pass your knees. Feel the lower belly expanding and relaxing. The chest is relaxed, the shoulders are down. Eyes looking far away. Tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth. One more time, and then we'll move to number 2. Right? Looking left and right, right and left, whichever way. Let everything go. Okay, then number 2. Looking right over the fingertips at the mountain as you breathe in, as you turn. Gently exhale, washing through the elbow, rolling that ball up and down the forearm. Breathing in, looking at the mountain. Then exhaling, right where the palms pass each other, you start breathing in again. Eyes scanning the mountain. Turn the head as much as you comfortably can. Right? If it's painful, back off a little bit. Just slowly working. One more time. Come back to center when you're done. Do an open and close. Do 3 times right at the throat. I just need to check. while you're doing that. Oh, somebody was asking me where my studio is. Yeah, my studio is on behind Puck's Alley. In there. Okay, and down. Let everything go. Just take a time to let everything go. And sometimes when you're practicing so intensely, you have to just stop, take a breath, shake everything out. There. Okay, moving to our shoulder joints. Fold the arms. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades together. Remember to focus only on the inside lower corner of each shoulder blade. One little spot that you're controlling. Right? Turn and rotate the palm during the whole movement. Nice big movement. Squeeze those muscles and pull them up and stretch them. All the way down and come forward. All the way down. Just feel the tips of the fingers just expanding and stretching, but the palms are relaxed. The top of the head suspended, the lower half sinking into the earth, the upper half suspended from above. Now finish this movement and then relax a little bit and do one side. Remember, as you do one side, try to keep the spine upright, the eyes looking straight ahead, scanning the mountains, scanning the horizon. And let the body turn, let the waist and the neck turn, following the movement of the shoulder blade, the shoulder muscles. The fingertips of the other hand are just lightly expanding and stretching. And slowly, no matter what you're doing, you're learning how to expand the muscles in all directions. So either at rest or expanded, or understanding and feeling the difference when the opposite of expansion is a contraction. All the way down, finish your movement, relax, and do the other side. Don't worry about that. She heard grandchildren screaming. As you breathe, sink the air down. Yeah. After 3 times, come forward, front to back. Just take your time, learning to relax in the movement. Finish the movement all the way down, relax, and then 2 shoulder blades back to front and then front to back. All the way down, pull the shoulder blades, stretch them. All the way down, slowly relax, take a breath. Check that both legs are still sinking into the earth. And then loose circles and just shake those muscles out. And slow it down. And then put it all back together, breathing in, right? Leading with the intent, leading with the E, the mind. Slow, continuous rotation of the palms, so that the whole arm is slowly rotating. When you exhale, relax, But feel your body expanding. Have that expansive feeling when you exhale. Turn the waist while you're doing the movement. Slowly turn the waist and look to the front. And see if you can feel your legs moving. So every joint of your body is moving while you're doing this movement. Relax. Let everything go. Light, light, light in the joints. Remember to smile from the heart. Smile into the heart. Smile outwards from the heart. Project. Put that little sun in your chest. And relax. Let everything go. Take a breath. Relax the hips and let the legs fall and expand, and let the spine loosen. And then hold the ball and expanding. Feel the shoulder blades connect. Turn the upper palm out. Keep the elbows bent and just slowly stretch and wiggle the shoulder blades away from each other. Slowly feeling the spine expanding, so you have to loosen all the vertebrae. All the way down through the hips, through the shoulders, through the lumbar, the sacrum, all the way down, all the way up through the top of the head. Take a deep breath and expand. And then relax. Washing the ball, rolling the ball through the forearm. Then breathing in and stretching from the other way. Elbows are folded so the palms are in the center. And feel every joint in your back. Feel the spine opening and stretching. The legs are still sinking into the earth, so the hips have to let go. The shoulders have to let go so the spine can reach up. The upper body is suspended from above. Take a deep breath and expand. This time, continuous breath. Breathing in. Finish the breath. Expand when you're ready, or exhale when you're ready. Yeah, but don't lock yourself into that pattern. If you need to take that extra breath, just breathe. If you need to reset, just go ahead and reset. Take your time. Slowly the coordination would just naturally come out. The main thing, you're listening to your body. Right? Is it tense? Is it relaxed? Is it expansive? Is it contracting? Does it feel comfortable? Does it not feel comfortable? Are you tightening the chest? Are you tightening the throat? Just relax. Turn the palm back. Wash the outside. We can hear the younger granddaughter calling. She's yelling from the window. Nai Nai. Tugging at the heartstrings. Hard to focus. Nice tight spiral. And then expand right here, right in that inside shoulder blade. Expand inside the shoulder blade. And then release it. Right. Breathing in. And exhale right here. Expand this. Flex this muscle right there. Yeah, try that right there. On the upper palm. Put your mind right here. Flex this muscle. Flex that muscle. Just what we were doing earlier. No, right in the shoulder joint. Right in the shoulder joint. Yeah, flex that muscle. It's part of the pec. It's part of the pectoralis muscle. Especially right at the end of the movement. Flex that muscle just before you release. Right over here. Start flexing. And then exhale. Let everything go. Do one more time and then we'll come back to center. And polish the heart a little bit. And do the heart Qigong. Heart and lung Qigong. Smiling, that little sun in the chest. Yeah, laugh to yourself if you have to. Think of the funniest joke you have that only you laugh at and enjoy it. Turn the palm up and down, holding that ball, holding that sun in the chest. Let your body wind up and then release, exhaling. Right over here, gently start flexing both the shoulder joints, the front of the shoulder. Just flex that and release it. Right in this fold, right here. As you expand and breathe in, right here, start flexing it and expanding, opening that shoulder joint, and then let it go. Just learning how to control and manipulate that shoulder joint. One more time each side. Keep the feet connected to the earth as you turn. Keep the top of the head pulling from above. Okay, come back to the solar plex when you're done. Smiling, projecting, and then letting everything settle back down. You slowly bring one leg back at a time so you can feel the difference between each leg, right? Don't rush the movement. Use this opportunity to study what you're doing, right? Sink into here. Okay, so as we do the upper body, right? All that opportunity to focus on this upper muscle, and right in here where it folds, the inside, right over there. Yeah, right where your pacemaker is. The upper corner of your pacemaker, right? To flex and expand that joint. And as we do the lower body, this is where we really focus on this fold over here, this muscle. Okay? So first, just let your legs rest on the earth, right? Not pressing, not suspending. They're just resting on the earth. And just the hands drawing the chi up and down. As the hands are moving up and down, think about this muscle in the front of your shoulder, right in that joint. Just think and feel that muscle. And nobody thinks about these muscles as you move. So you're going to train your mind, train those muscles to activate. Just let the legs rest. No intent of the legs, just resting. Just feeling as they're being pulled up and down, as they're drawn into the earth, as they're being pushed away from the earth, coordinating with the palms pulling and the chi out from the earth and pressing the chi back in the earth. And just feel that light change of pressure in the legs. Okay, and relax. Relax the upper body and gently start pressing both feet into the earth evenly. Press, press, press. Put your mind here and then press from here. Activate these joints. And then we'll begin. Pick up one leg, shift the weight to one side, sink into there, and then the other side will release. Straight up and forward. And then slowly press that leg into the earth. Put your mind back here as you pressing, and the other leg will release. And then together. Really put your mind in that joint, in that hip joint, that pelvic joint. You feel the other leg release. You'll just release, and then you can lift it up. And take your time. Feel for that exchange. You feel for that exchange, you'll know when you can pick up that leg, because it'll just release and start lifting right from that joint. And just breathe naturally. Standing leg fully on the earth. And the back leg has that much more solid connection, so you'll feel stronger just because it's straight under the knee. And then the front leg will just feel like it's expanding and expanding and expanding as you're trying to press it into the earth. Yeah, that's the exact feeling you want. One more time and we'll come back to center. Hold the ball, bring it at the sacral, down by your belly button. Rest both feet on the ground, just rest. While you're doing open and close, right at the second chakra, right by the dantian. Nice deep breath, relaxing the upper body, smiling, projecting that smile. Sun in the chest. Loose fist on the hips. Again, sink into one hip so you can pick up the other leg, and opposite fist. One leg pressing into the earth, expanding from the hip joint. Stretch so you feel the back of your knee stretching, and then lift. And then bring it back slowly, keeping the upper body nice and upright, and then switch legs, sink into that hip joint. Stretch the heel, feel the back of the knee stretch, and then lift. Really paying attention to what's going on with your legs, in the hip joint, the bottom of the foot. And then pump, and then lift. And then pump. Right? Keep your mind right in that hip joint, sinking that joint down. Relaxing the bottom of the feet as you sink into that hip joint, keeping that leg really stable, making your foundation really stable. Turn the waist. One more time, each leg. Relax the bottom of the feet as it's pressing and sinking into the earth. Relax the upper body, letting it move freely. Expand from the inside of the shoulder, the front of the shoulder blade. And relax. Right? There's so many components, but slowly each component will improve. As they improve, you feel changes in the body. You feel changes in your energy when you do something. Okay, so relax the legs, reset the legs, right? Relax the hips. Right? And then again, remember, sink into one side and you'll feel the other side release. So sink and press that leg into the earth and sink into here, that final pressing. Okay. And the ankles up and down. Relaxed upper body. Light expansion from the front of the shoulder blades, right? We're just holding, just that light expansion. Putting your mind right in that hip joint. One is pressing and one is allowed to move. Relax the bottom of the foot. Hands at heart level. Do two sides barely touching the ground, right? Sink into here. Sink into here. Let the leg press on the ground, but sink into here. Front of the shoulders are just lightly expanding. Bottom of the foot is relaxed, resting and sinking a little bit into the earth. Okay, and other side, small toe, big toe. Just taking your time, relax the bottom of that foot. Feel it sinking into the earth. The bottom of the foot has to be totally relaxed while it's pressing and then pressing into that joint. And last time on the other side. more time and come back to center. Remember, finish your move and relax. Right, shake everything out and then draw your heels up. Relax and gently pull the heels up. Relax the rest of your body and just pull the heels up, expand the toes, feel the bottom of your feet stretching. Yeah, don't grab the chair. If they start cramping, just shake them out and just do it again. Oh, a lot of people today. Oh, nice class. Okay, loosen up your legs. Yeah, so it's a different way of thinking, of activating your muscles, and it just takes time. You just have to experiment, and it's like if you take your hand and you think, okay, can I just move my bicep? Can I just flex my bicep? Then can I put my mind only over here? And can I just activate this muscle? Can I just activate this muscle? And in the beginning, you're going to try and move everything, right? And that's just how it is. It's very concrete, but slowly you have to relax the joints and think only that muscle, only that point, only that point, only that point, only that, the outside, only here, and just hold your hand up, and you train yourself to just think about one point of your body or just specific points of your body and learn to relax. And then slowly as you relax, see, that's the key, right? Number one is relax. As you relax and let go, then you feel that one point of your body just activate, right? Your mind will be there and you become very aware of that one point of your body. And you watch yourself in the mirror or on the camera, right? So when I activate here, right, I guess flexing the muscles might be the best description, at least for now. And can you just flex this muscle, not moving the shoulder joint, not moving the arm, but just the muscle. Yeah. Yeah, so just flex that muscle. Just flex this muscle right here. Relax. Just relax. And just think that muscle right there. Just flex that muscle. Yeah. There. You're kind of getting it. You can see how she's moving the whole arm. But in the beginning, that's what you know what to do, right? You move the whole arm. So you keep doing it and say, oh, wait, it's not the whole arm. It's just that muscle. Right? So again, if you come press right over here. Right? This is the pec, right? You just push into that muscle.
Hey,
yeah.
Like the heartbeat.
Yeah. Get a little closer so you can see what's moving and what's not moving. So she's pressing right in. The joint is about here. She's pressing just inside of the joint on that the pectoralis muscle. So you can see my hand moving forward, and if she straightens out her fingers, you see her whole body moving and just flexing this muscle here. So for you, you just press that muscle and just flex, and you just feel that muscle move. Like she said, oh, it's just like a heartbeat, because it's not the whole arm moving, it just goes boom, boom. Yeah, it's just that. So that's part of your homework. Learning how to manipulate each muscle. Just practicing that, right? But and as it refines, you start to realize for what we're trying to do is this muscle, these two muscles, and these two muscles to achieve certain effects in there. Yeah.
How do you get that to
You still have muscle under the pacemaker. Same thing. You just have to flex. Yeah. Like I said, it's like Terry Crews. Terry Crews. That's his name, right? So you go on YouTube. And Terry Crews is kind of famous because he loves to bounce his pecs up and down, right? And he'll just make them bounce up and down. But that's what it is. It's just flexing a very specific muscle. Okay. Right, we'll run through the set. All right, so relax. If you need to stand up and shake everything out and reset, Go ahead and stand up and shake everything out. Okay. All right, so to get back into our position, right, extend the legs again and then slowly walk them back and relax. Right, let the chin tuck in a little. Sink your breath down. Right? Relax the throat, relax the collarbone, the sternum. Open the mouth when you breathe. Use ha. Use the ha syllable. As you use the ha syllable, your belly will just expand, and then sink that down as low as possible. And as you relax, your belly will relax and the air will just flow out. Then if you want, you can pull it in a little bit more towards your spine. Just allowing your joints to be loose. Let everything go in your facial muscles. Just take your time. Slowly expand your hip joints so the legs are extending and sinking into the earth. The bottom of the feet can feel the earth, the toes are pressing, the legs are a little heavy. And right from the quad, right from that pelvic joint, you can activate that muscle a little bit so it expands and then relaxes. And then put your mind right in that shoulder joint of two sides, and your arms will fold and swing forward a little bit. Top of the head is suspended from above, causing the head to pull back and the chin to drop down a little. And take a deep breath while you're doing this to keep that breath down and sunken. Slowly opening and looking out towards the horizon, towards the mountain. Slowly imagining that sun in the chest, warm and cool. And then slowly expanding your palms to start gathering and waking up the chi and waking up that sun in your chest. When you're ready, with the breath in, pick up your arms, commencement. So breathing in, when you're ready, just drop your shoulders, start to activate those joints, the pelvic joint and the front of the shoulder joint. Expanding. Bring the chi to your heart. Let everything sink up, let everything warm and meet each other. And then expand and bring the chi down from the root, up through the body. Waking up all the organs, waking up the chakra, getting everything warmed up. One open and close. This movement is so important to remember that heart is number one. Turn to your right. Number 4, single whip. Turn and press and then open. Lightly expanding the fingertips. Keep on turning to one side. Smiling, inner smile. Looking out at the mountain. Expanding those joints, expanding the quad, expanding the front of the shoulder joint. Not really flexing the muscles much, just activating them, just keeping them expanded while relaxing the joints. One more time. Feel the bottom of the feet sinking into the earth, reaching into the earth. Come back to center, spiral a little bit to the right as you come back to center, right into the heart Qigong, heart-lung Qigong, and then repeat on the left side. Turn and press, just past halfway, start opening, like opening that door, single whip and flow into one side. Relax and let your body turn 45 degrees. Relax all the joints, expanding. Expand from the hip and the shoulder. Feel the shoulder blade moving. Come back to center. Number 7, brushing the knee, starting from the right side. Just turn and slide that hand out. Feel the left palm rolling down the arm. Nice deep breath while you drop the fingertips. Remember, hot knife through butter. Expand, Sung, while you expand all those joints, those 4 joints. And keep on turning. And turn 45 to your right, left hand rising slowly. Fold, leading to parry right and parry left, or shooting palm right and shooting palm left. Slowly expanding those joints, sinking and expanding at the same time. Nice deep breath, turn 45 and breathe in and start grabbing. And then exhale and expand those joints, expand all 4 joints. Then release, compress, and exhale and lift the sternum, expand those joints in Sung. 1 open and close. And then repeat on the left side. Turn to the left and slide the left hand up by the ear, washing down the forearm. Turn the waist and drop the palm. Exhale, hot knife through butter, Sung. Drop the palms, turn a little bit more, and then 45 to the left, right hand rising. Fingertips about the height of the shoulder. And then turn and let the left palm scoop under the elbow. Parry left, and then parry right, or shooting palms. Right hand's going to cover. Make sure you've turned 45. It's going to go under the left, wrist on wrist. Breathe in and start to grab. Exhale and squeeze the fist as the left fist rises. And then release. Rolling back. Gathering. Compressing. Exhale and Sung. Expand those joints. Flex those muscles right in the joints. Be aware of the fingertips. Repeat on the left side. Brush the knee, followed by leisurely tying the coat. Relax and then expand and Sung, hot knife through butter. Fold into the left while the right hand begins to circle and rise up. Turn the palms down in the center, close to the body. Lift. Press outwards, right here. Expand those from the front of the shoulder joints and sink into the pelvic joint. Nice deep breath and exhale. Expand the front of the shoulder joint. And just gently hold that expansion. Repeat on the right side. Turn to your right and brushing the left knee. Nice deep breath, take your time. Exhale. Lift the sternum, Sung. Fold, leisurely tying the coat. Fold into the right, left hand circles up. Turn, wiping down, drop the shoulder and elbow, fingertips connect. Turn the left palm up, lift right under the chin. Tuck the elbows. Expand. Big spiral. Sung. Okay, fist under elbow, turn to your right. Turn and press and open, dropping the right hand, and then turning the waist, and turning back. Bottom hand holds a fist right about the belly button, and keep on turning until the left fist is over the right elbow. Take a deep breath. Then exhale and turn your waist and push the right fist out, height of the belly button. And then release. Fold it up and turn to your right. Turn, turn, turn as the left hand drops. And brush the knee. Hot knife through butter. Expand. Lift the sternum. Turn the palms. Keep on turning to your left. Monkey. Brushing the knee. Expand. Right here is where you flex the front of the shoulder joints. And then you release them a little. Leisurely tying the coat, fold. Left hand rises. Palms turn a little. Wipe down, center. Lift under the chin. Push straight out, extend the fingertips. Big spiral. Double palms pressing. Release. Last section, go ahead and turn and press and open, dropping the left fist and turn the waist and come back. Fist under elbow, breathing in and out. Hello. We have a little princess or fairy looking for something. Oh. Okay, wait. I'm getting all lost the last section. What are you? Okay, take a little break. What are you looking for? Here, just pull this whole back. Who are you looking for?
There you go.
Mickey. Oh, we haven't seen Mickey in a long. Was that you yelling for us earlier? Oh yeah, I thought it was a little clip for Kaya. Wave hi to everybody. Wave hi. No, don't worry. Grandchildren breaks are always good, right? Okay, close the door. 5 more minutes and we would have been in a break. She's so cute. Okay, let's see. So do a reset. Sorry about that. Do a reset. Another Zoom family story. Okay, so we're going to press to your left. Right? Oh, extend the legs, turn and press and open, dropping the left hand, right? Turning the waist, dialing that bottom hand right in the center, and then bottom hand holds a fist and turn back until fist under elbow. Take a nice deep breath, expand the legs, exhale, Sung. Release the left hand. Fold and turn to your left, repulse monkey. The right hand washing down the forearm while you inhale and brushing the right knee. Sung. Expand. Breathing in and brushing the left knee and Sung. Expand, expand and flex those joints. And last time. Leisurely tying the coat, fold. Right hand rises. Palms turn. Wipe. Fingertips connect. Turn. Lift. Right, all the joints are relaxed and then those 4 joints expand. Sung. Big spiral, holding those joints open. Double palm. Release. One open and close. Bring everything back to center. Double palms, inhale. Expand all the joints gently. Hold that expansion. Front of the shoulders, pelvic joint, just hold that expansion. The upper joint as the arm falls, right? It just has to release a little. And then release the legs and bring one leg back at a time. One pelvic joint needs to be activated, 100. And then switch to the back pelvic joint, 100. And you feel the other leg release. And slowly let all the joints go. Hands up. And relax. Okay, move around, loosen up the joints. So as you learn these skills I'm talking about, remember it's just really concrete and physical in the beginning, right? That's just how we learn, and eventually as it refines, you'll be able to isolate out those specific muscles, and as you really start isolating, just to where you're thinking about, the rest of your body will relax. So as I'm doing that last section, right, coming out and turning from here, as the shoulder joint opens and moves around, I can feel I'm starting to flex and relax and activate this joint. Sometimes a little bit, sometimes just relaxing and letting it expand, sometimes flexing it and that muscle pushes out a little bit more. But every time we expand here, right, so when we're expanding right over here, this last part, that exhale, and as you exhale, sung, right? Let everything go and only expand these 4 joints, right, in the chair. And if you put your mind and you're focusing on trying to gently flex just this joint, and this joint, then everything else has to let go. Right? You can't be working on 4 places and hold on to every place else in your body. So just and just let it go and just let it flow out, right? And then it resets to the next one from here. Okay, loosen everything up. We'll take a short break and then come back. So there's a lot of advanced things I'm mixing in here, but you just take them slowly, one at a time. Just think about it and just trying to implant that seed, that knowledge in there, something to work on, and one day it'll just catch there. Okay, let's take a short break.